Right, so today we're going to have a little chat about what's going on. So this will probably not be very interesting for some of you, but for others, it might be interesting as we may be in the same boat, or I don't know, you might just be interested. So as you may know, I have plugs, which are when you have stretched ears and you put it inside. And I've had my plugs since I was about 16, 17 years old. And I have just decided that I don't want them anymore. That is the news. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Why I don't want my plugs anymore. Why? Why now, Helen? Let me just give you a little lowdown, hey? So I got my plugs when I was 17. I started with one and it was all right. But then I thought, Helen, why have you got one plug and not another? That looks stupid. So I stretched the other ear. So now I have a pair. And I stretched up to 14 millimeters. And I loved having plugs. It was just really, really cool. I really enjoyed it. It really was, you know, an aspect of my personality, I suppose. It just sort of, I was really into really pretty plugs. I love stone plugs. I was actually at one point contemplating opening my own plug store. I started making plugs back in, God, who remembers this? About 4 years ago when I first started YouTubing around the same time. I was like, hey, I could make a plug store. And that was back when I was on Tumblr a lot and I posted some pictures of these plugs that I made and people were like, make some. And Kira Rose, she has her plug store and I really do like them on people and I like looking at them and I do think that they're really, really super cool. The reasons why I don't want them, there's about 3 reasons. The main reason, so reason number 1, and this is the main reason, this is pretty much why I'm doing it, is because I miss earrings. I wouldn't say miss earrings because I don't remember what it was like wearing them because I can only remember wearing my plugs. But I always see so many lovely earrings all the time that I just wish I could wear. And I know that with plugs you can hoop them underneath, you can put them through the middle, you can get some with like little holes, or you can have like a second hole pierced here and you can do it like that. But it just never worked for me. Like, I hated it. It was really uncomfortable. It didn't look right. It would just ruin the effect of the earring. And yeah, I just really want to wear nice earrings. I want to get some big Pat Butcher style earrings, and I just want to have fun with them, you know. And I even like ridiculous big dangly ones or hooped ones or even just little studs. I just miss that. I want that again. I want to have more freedom, I suppose. Lola is at the mic. Lola. There's your microphone. Reason number 2 is one that some of you may not admit to, but plugs smell. Come on, it's one of those mysteries. It's one of those things. They smell. And you can wash them. I'm very clean. I'm a clean person, but you'll still find that they smell, and I just don't enjoy that. For God's sake. Like, I always get self-conscious when I hug people just in case they smell real bad, but I know they shouldn't smell that bad for them to notice it, but I just worry about that. Like, you know, that, oh yeah. And the last reason, which isn't a big deal because it doesn't really happen that often, but they're just kind of annoying that they sometimes fall out. Like, I only really wear stone plugs because I don't really get on with like plastics and woods. Funny enough, the stones are the ones that my ears like the most. So the stone ones that I have don't have screw back, so they just sort of pop in. And so many times I've lost them because I went to Typhoon Lagoon and one fell out. That was an annoying day. I had to find someone that sold plugs, so I had to go into Hot Topic and buy these really random plugs. I lose them in my sleep. I lose them when I go swimming. It's just annoying. And also, so spinning off from that, I got so self-conscious if I've lost one and one was just out. So when we were at Typhoon Lagoon and I'd lost my plug, I was walking around like this. I was really, really embarrassed by it. The way I felt about my plugs being bare was literally the same as if someone was to take off all my clothes in public. Like, I felt as embarrassed as being naked as my plugs being. I just felt because they look gross. But this is the weird thing, this is the twist. So I'd obviously been thinking about this for some time, and I woke up last Saturday and just went like that. I was like, I'm taking them out. And that was that. That was like how I quit smoking. I just woke up one morning and just stopped smoking, and that was that. That was done. So after a week, they've already shrunk a little bit, and I can notice it. I can notice it when I feel them. They don't feel as stretchy or as elasticated as they were. Even Matthew's noticed that they look smaller. And I really don't care about them being naked anymore. Like, I think because I just woke up abruptly and I just think because I just decided one day that I didn't want them anymore, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, when I look at people and I see that their bare ears like this, I really don't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, they've had plugs or they've taken their plugs out or whatever. And I really don't think it looks weird. I don't know why I previously thought that people would be like, oh, that's disgusting. I mean, maybe they will. I really don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I don't care. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't bother me when I see people with holes in their ears. So, you know what? Fuck worrying about it. There's no point worrying about it. I've taken them out, and what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna be looking how they do not being in anymore and see how small they shrink, because I know there's a lot of like mystery around, oh, if you go over at a certain millimeter that it won't shrink back, or blah 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 blah. So I'll just see how I get on with that. And I'm gonna get them sewn up. I'll just let them do their own thing for now, and then I'll get them sewn up. There's a piercing guy in Norwich that does it, and I was recommended to him by loads of people, but I think I'm gonna go to like a proper cosmetic surgeon. I don't know how the price differs. I mean, I've looked at different websites and their prices, and it's around the £300-400 mark, so I'm gonna save up for that. I just felt like looking at the pictures that it just looked really barbaric. Like, I don't know if he numbs it or they give you some anesthetic or something, I'm not sure, but I know for sure that when I'm getting my ears snipped through and sewn up, I don't wanna know about it. So I'm gonna be like, please just give me drugs. That's happening, and I'm hoping that they can sew it up in a way where the scar tissue is not right in the middle, so I can still wear earrings, because if I go through this whole thing and I can't wear earrings because they can't pierce through scar tissue, I am going to be so annoyed. I'm like, well, that was a fucking waste of time. So we'll see how we get on with that, but that is the news. I have decided to take my plugs out, and those are the reasons. Obviously, some of you will be like, what the fuck, I don't give a shit. But some of you that have followed me for quite some time and have like been interested in my plug videos and my collections and talking about piercings and stuff may be interested in hearing what I have to say about the subject. So that is that. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later. Thank you. Oh, thank you.